everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I thought I would film a short video about Chloé Vertical, which is a great initiative that Gabriela Hearst is doing at Chloé to increase sustainability, to increase traceability and awareness. And I think it's an interesting contrast to what's happening at Louis Vuitton. So let's go ahead and get started. Chloé Vertical debuted for spring summer this year, and what they're doing is they are putting a tracking ID basically on or in, I think it's in all of their bags. And I don't think it's just bags, I think it's ready to wear, I think it's all sorts of items, and they want to have it in everything by 2025. So although they keep advertising it as a digital ID, I don't know if it's an actual chip or if it's just like a scan on the tags. I don't exactly know how it works, but it is a digital ID of sorts. For purposes in here, I'm going to pretend it's a chip like the Louis Vuitton chip. Although the form might not be the same, the function is pretty similar in terms of what Louis Vuitton is doing with their chip technology. So they're using blockchain. I don't know if Chloe's using blockchain. I think that they're not trying to hide it as much. Like, what's one of the biggest differences, it's all about traceability and circularity and being transparent, whereas blockchain is, trying to be more secure. So I don't think it's using blockchain technology, but basically the digital ID is there to increase circularity, to increase sustainability, to show you the transparency, where all of the materials are sourced from, what is the supply chain, how long has that item been around, different information about it. And one of the key differences here is that one of the things Chloé is doing is trying to increase the resale market. They're trying to show us that you can give the information, you can show what's happening with this, not only so that you're showing the sustainability of new production, but increasing circularity and increasing for people to know that their item is authentic and all of that sort of thing. So I don't know exactly how they're doing it, right? I don't know the nitty-gritty details. I wish that I did because I'd like to learn more about it, but I find it really interesting. And I find the contrast between that and what Louis Vuitton is doing with their blockchain technology to be really interesting, especially because there are so many people that are like, how do I know if my item is real? How do I know what it looks like on the pre-loved market? I made a video about that, and I just get comments all the time like, well, how do I know my bag is real? And I can't answer that. I don't know, right? Like that's the sort of new thing about that blockchain technology. And it sounds like with the Chloé digital ID, like anybody can look up that information, right? It doesn't have to be something that only the boutique is looking up. So a really interesting take. And again, Gabriela Hearst is kind of like a pioneer in terms of sustainable fashion right now. So I'm not surprised she's leading the way with that. In fact, the show that she did for the spring summer line, where they introduced this digital ID, was all about clean nuclear fusion. And she learned all about it. And she went to this place in France and learned a significant portion of it. It didn't, from the reviews I've read, it didn't necessarily tailor into the show. Like the actual consumers and the people that were at the show didn't really understand that that was the message of what was happening. So it could have been a little more clear and a more obvious opportunity for education, I think, than it actually was. But, that's clearly where her mindset is, and it's lovely to see. So quick little video, but just wanted to showcase that that is out there. We will see how that changes the brand in the coming years. We'll see how that affects the resale market. We'll see how, I know that they say that they want to go back with like previous collections, but I'm curious to see how they're going to do that. If it's just going to be like listed information where they're just giving the traceability that they have and the supply chain information that they had previously, or what they're doing. Just an interesting juxtaposition between the two of them and something to watch and sort of see what happens and show how technology is influencing this kind of supply chain and the life that these bags are leading and all of that jazz. So thank you all so much for watching. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I will see you in a future video. Bye.